Okay, I am live. Let's see if I am. Make sure to turn my volume down. Let's see. Yeah, who's up at 3:20 a.m. in the morning? Well, I am almost every night. All right, let's go to your channel. Um, yep, I am live. Let's see how my audio is. Let's see. Let me mute this for a minute. It didn't sound too bad. It didn't sound too bad. Okay, well, I've been working on. Man, I hate this desk. Man, it just shakes my. I got a little 4x6 plastic, heavy plastic desk with my two computers on, but it shakes. I mean, just I barely touch it. Just shakes a little bit. Anyway, I think I've honed how to use Reaper with virtual, well, Lander, but it's virtual audio cables. And I did it before, but I figured out some things I was doing wrong. Um, so I'm using Reaper, and you should be able to hear my guitar effects. I think you heard that. So what I'm doing, I'm using Lander, and that lets me move my audio, my DAW audio Reaper from one place to another. With the effects. And I have that going into OBS. I select virtual audio cables for that, but I don't have to do it. I don't have to set it in OBS because it's doing it automatically when I set it up in here in Streamyard. I'm setting it up to use virtual audio cables. What I was doing wrong, I was setting it up in OBS. So actually, it was come. It would come from Reaper straight to Streamyard, and also from OBS to Streamyard. So I was getting, sometimes it would get this crazy sound or just annoying sound. I do not need to set that up in OBS, which I learned that. And then also I had to select for my mic over here, which is right here, and I got some desktop sounds. I do set the yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't want to lose, so I might lose. I monitor only. I have the desktop audio and my mic here. Monitor only, mute output, so I don't get. That seems to be working. But normally, if I'm just recording video in OBS, I gotta switch it the other way, turn that off, and not a big deal. But I have a soundboard. Now I made one in OBS a while back. So OBS can get really buggy sometimes, especially when you update it. So I had a nice one going in a couple months ago, but there was an update, of course, updated, and it didn't work with what I already had in there. But I made a different one. I made a different one that it's not dependent upon OBS. Um, so I made it in Windows. Actually, I just have a program. I got one amp playing my sound effects, and it kind of works good. And let's say if somebody's at the somebody at the door somebody at the door, and so that's pretty easy. And but you got to be careful. You never know who's going to be behind the door. Whoa, that could be dangerous. But I don't know. Oh well. And then let's see. I was expecting a call earlier. Oh shoot! Hello. No one's there. And then I'm not sure if people like my dark humor. Oh well. Anyway, so I think that works. I'm not expecting anybody to come here at 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, who stays up 3:30 in the morning? I do. Um, but it's fine. But I guess let me and it's getting the older I get, the more difficult. Not that I could play very good before, but a lot of finger problems, a lot of hand problems these days. But I am going to mute my mic because so it won't pick up acoustically. Let's see what happens. All right, now I'm not muted. Okay, I think you can hear me now, right? Yeah, I can mute it right on the mic. So what I'm doing is I'm going from Reaper to OBS to Streamyards. So I have the guitar, which you can hear, right? Oh, the guitar, and then I have the soundboard. I don't know if you heard it that I just made, just playing some sound effects in Windows. And OBS picks up the desktop sounds. I have that set up, and then in StreamYards, I'm selecting. I'm using this. What I'm using to move my DAW sound from Reaper to anywhere else. It's called Lander. Lander is it's an online DAW program, a collaboration program within itself. But it works as a plugin to move the audio from one place to the other, and it's using virtual audio cables, which is you don't have to get that. You can get that by itself. But what's good about Lander is, I mean, you can set it up. You put it on your master track in your DAW, whatever DAW, like I'm using Reaper. Then anything you put, any track you put on with effects, it's going to be picked up by whatever program you want it to go to. So I use that, and then like I said, you set it up. You set your sound properties to go to. I have let me read it again. I have it set up to like my mic. I didn't have to set Lander up in here. I didn't have to set up in here because it's automatically going to straight to StreamYards. I was setting it up in here, and I didn't have to. And it would double. It would mess up. It'd get crazy noises. I didn't have to because it's already going there. But my mic here, USB mic, and desktop audio, I have that set in on the advanced properties in OBS to monitor only and mute output. And I have that set up. And then in your audio settings, in OBS, you need to set it to, there's a monitoring device setting in your audio settings. You need to set that cable input virtual audio cables, and that's what I'm doing. And it's the same thing I select here in Streamyard, and it picks up everything. Oh, yeah, it picks up everything. Let me see here. So you're hearing I assume you're still here, Charles. You can hear the guitar, right? And then you should be able to hear the sound effects, like when on OU812, and is somebody here? Come in. So it's working pretty good, I assume. It's working pretty good. I mean, of course, the benefit, or the not the benefit of this, I don't have the pay version, so I'm only getting 720. Now, if I'm doing this through OBS, you don't have that restriction, and the sound's going to probably sound better too, I would imagine. Charlie, where are you at? Where do you live at? If you don't mind me asking, you're not. Because you're up pretty late. Well, I don't know where you're at. I don't know. I assume you're in the States. It could be 3 hours earlier there, or 6 hours, or. Okay, you're in Canada, so you're 3 hours earlier. Still late. 3 hours early. So you're at a 12:31, 3:31 here. But I was like messing with this all day, not all day today, for this evening. Like I said, I had this working before, but there was always something wrong, and not counting the bugs that can be in OBS, but something I was doing wrong. But this should work all the time, like this. So. Ow. Alright, enough of this. Oh, 116. Did I pay? I think this was $116 I paid for this. $116. And yeah, it does got ceramic pickups in it, but I can make it work. But I was going to do a video on my. Here, I'm not going to play it, but I think I had this for 2 weeks already. I haven't done anything with this yet. This is a Leo James Monsoon, and it's got Alnico 5s in it, rolled fret ends, and I don't think, are they stainless steel? I don't think they're stainless steel. It's just got the one knob, and I think it came with 10s. I was going to replace it. I didn't yet because I like 9s. But I set it up. It just straightened the neck a little bit. It was a little bit too much relief in it for me. Lowered the actions very slightly, and it plays really, really good. Really good for $230. Yeah. Yes, I need to do a video on that. Just been a little lazy here. A lot lazy, actually. Yeah, it's a nice guitar. I follow this gentleman. You probably heard me spoke of on some of my other videos. Good guy, the ball shredder, and he just recently started doing some live streams. I'm helping him out too. I helped him out a little bit here how to get his sound. He's always did videos, review videos, really good quality video and everything. But he just recently, like a month ago or so, 5 or 6 weeks ago, just started going live, and he couldn't figure out how to get his his effects from his DAW. And anyway, I got in touch with him, so I even got him going through he's using OBS now. He was doing this, and so he's doing quite well. But for me helping him, he sent me one of his guitars that he reviews a lot of guitars, budget guitars, and he sent me one of them. So I don't know if this was sent to him or he bought it, but he's a very good guitar player. Obviously a shredder, the ball shredder. And I mean, he's so nice. I mean, he's such a nice guy. I mean, he sent me a guitar. It's a Tele style, and it plays well. It plays good. I mess around. I got just the way I like it, and it plays well. A very nice guy. And but back to the Leo James. I saw him about a year ago doing reviews on these budget guitars, and he did one on Leo James. This is my second one. But he met him at the NAMM show, the music thing they just had every year in California. It's I guess Northern California. I don't know. It might be around you. Anyway, so he knows Leo James. He has a booth there. Anyway, he suggested to him, you need to make a guitar with these specs. And actually he did. That's what that Leo James, it's called Leo James Monsoon. They made it to the specs that Richard, the ball shredder, recommended it. He did that, and now he first had a purple one. Now he's got all these different colored ones. I got the ocean blue, and I think it's good. It plays really good. Now I got two Les Paul. I got two Gibsons. I got a Gibson Les Paul Standard SG. A Gibson SG, and I have a 2015 American Fender Stratocaster Deluxe, and then I got a 2020, which is right there, American Pro Telecaster where my finger is, which is for sale right now. I had it up for sale on Facebook Marketplace since Tuesday. Haven't got not one hit. They go for like $16.99, and I got up for $1,000. But they have the Pro 2s. They're going for $16.99. I mean, I didn't pay that for that, but I have it up for $1,000, which I think is a pretty good price. But I'm not getting any hits on it, not yet anyway. I just don't play it. I actually I like some of the cheaper guitar. I have two cheaper budget tellies, and I definitely like the Leo James, playing that better anyway. All right, so I didn't want to stay up too. I was just curious. I'm going to play this back. So I see there's 3 people watching, but no one's commenting. For you 3 people or 2 people that are, oh, is it me? It can't be me because I'm. Is it me? Uh-oh. No, it's not. If anybody else is in here, could you just, if you want to comment, but you don't have to. I don't know, just curious. But I wasn't planning to go long. I just wanted to do a stream and then play it back. Of course, I was doing, when you're in Streamyard, you can just record and do all your testing in there with the record function, not a live stream. I had a Squier Affinity Strat. No, Telly. When we moved in, I had it 4 years, 3.5 ago. It's coming up on 4 years. We've been here. I had a Ibanez Geo, cheap guitar. But I just wound up giving it to my son-in-law. Hey, Mike. How you doing, Mike? Good evening, or good morning, I should say, depending where you're at. It's 3:30. It's 3:39 where I'm at. But anyway, the Tele Affinity I had was it needed work, and I didn't feel like, I wasn't messing around with guitar. Now I can do a basics, probably a little more than a basic setup. I can do pretty much anything. I mean, I can even do fretwork now. I haven't done any yet, but I got the tools to do it. If I need to do like some spot, like following crowning or something like that. I don't know if I want to get into that. I don't do any soldering. I thinking about it, like some of these cheap guitars, buying some little better pickups. I mean, cheap pickups, but better ones. You don't have to spend a lot, but I don't have the room. I mean, this is a small room, and I don't know if you remember the video I did a couple years ago with the cell phone that blew up in my hands. Literally blew up in my hands right here, and it was like a $800 mistake to fix my carpet. Lucky I didn't burn my mobile home down. Carpet and the vinyl flooring, $800 to get that fixed. Not to mention going to the doctors to get my hand looked at. Going back to the 3 times to the doctors to get my hand attended to. Yeah, I never burnt myself like that before. But I learned my lesson. Yeah, I wanted to get rid of the old phone. And you can't get the battery. You can, but and I'm not thinking. I know about these chemical reactions, and I was cutting something out of the back of the phone. And by accident, I cut with a utility knife. I cut right into the battery, and it just made it. It looked like Mission Impossible. And so I'm picking it up so nothing would catch on fire. While I was picking it up like a hot potato, dropping it, and took it out in the. I mean, it didn't. It burned. It just burned within itself, burned itself out. But mostly on my hands, the carpet and the floor. I felt like an idiot. It was really stupid. Yeah. I guess I learned my lesson. I just don't like. I I don't like any information. Take the SIM card out of it usually I break it when I get rid of the phone and stuff like that. Take the SIM card out and but and the battery. But I'm just taking it to recycling places now. I'll just All right. All right. I think I'm gonna cut it short. Like I just wanted to do the stream, play it back, and see how it looks afterwards with the sound and everything else. So, and maybe I'll go to. I'm still not tired though. I'm up. I'm up anywhere between 3 and 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. usually. Sometimes later if I'm doing like in here at work and doing stuff. But I just stay up late and so. All right, guys. Mike, if you're still here, thanks for stopping by. Charles, you have a good night. The rest of the night, and you guys have a great weekend. We shall see you later, and be safe. Bye, guys.